I was teaching on the west side of Chicago. I got in my classroom and I had a bullet hole from a drug deal gone bad in this park across the street. One of my students didn't come the first day of school because he got shot in the foot as a sixth grader running drugs from the park to the cars. The real issue with urban schools comes down to this. You are in a cycle of failure. You have too many kids who feel like they're failing in school, that doesn't build their own self-esteem, their own sense of patterns of success. You have teachers that look at how their kids are doing and don't feel like they're succeeding. You have schools that aren't succeeding. And you get into patterns of failure. You gotta ask you the question, why? And what do you do about it? And the real answer to how you solve it is you have to start over or create change, powerful change. The Accelerate Institute is uniquely focused on developing the school leaders who can close the achievement gap. The impact of focusing on a principal is powerful because I've never seen a great school without a great leader. And the fact is, by focusing on the principal, you impact the entire faculty. A typical school might have 500 students impacted by one great leader catalyzing that faculty to do great things. And a principal who stays for 10 years would impact 5,000 student academic years. We created the fellowship because there's a shortage of leaders who understand how to transform schools. The reality is, too much of reform is failing. And the reason is you don't have the right leaders with the right skills who understand how to close the achievement gap. And the fellowship is about identifying those people with the highest potential and developing that potential into effective leadership that can get the job done. In addition to the direct impact the Lane Lock has on our 550 students and families on the west side of Chicago, we are using it as a laboratory today. With so much change happening, you have to be able to figure out what works and how do you make it have the maximum impact in schools before you scale it. In addition to serving as this lab, it's also equivalent of a teaching hospital, where we bring in school leadership teams from across the city and the country to be able to learn about these cutting edge practices and how to implement them and how to really make them work effectively.
I have been at Lane Lock since I was in the preschool for 3-year-olds program. The way the teachers help me focus on what I want out of life and how to get to it, it's made me know that I have to work for what I want and it won't just come to me. I believe I've matured and I know how to be more focused on what I want out of life now.
The ICTC Leadership Academy builds on our more than 2 decades of work bringing in top college grads and high talent career changers into urban education as teachers. The next step, though, is to build the pipeline of leaders of schools of the future. When I visit one of the schools we work with and I see the kids, I can't help but think about the opportunities I hope my own children have. And the leverage and the impact are incredible. Think about it. Even if it cost us $100,000 every time we empowered someone with the capabilities and skills to be a transformational leader, to be able to have this impact, it's nothing compared to the $60 million that school will spend over that same decade. And when you look at it that way, the question isn't, why would you make this investment? It's how can you not?